I think last time we finished up here in Tuana Town, so it's about time to leave to the world map, which apparently is just up this alley. The train station has been removed. It's just the world map up there now. It's a bit of a weird renovation, frankly, but it worked.
Without saying goodbye.
Sure.
Did Master Yensid tell you? I'm training to become a Keyblade wielder like you. That's right. No more waiting for you to come back from your adventure.
I don't know.
I want to get out there and do my part to help.
You might want to.
Merlin has used his magic to bring us to a place where time doesn't matter. We can take as long as we need to complete our training. He's an amazing wizard.
He's watched Dragon Ball. That's what he is.
By us, I mean me and Lee. He's really sorry for all the trouble he caused. I told him it's fine, but he won't stop apologizing. I'll admit I was a little scared of him at first, but I've gotten to know him better. All he ever wanted was to help his friend. Honestly, it's hard not to like him.
I know, right?
Every now and then, I catch him staring at me. When I ask what's wrong, he says, "I'm not sure. I think I'm forgetting something. Don't know what." Sora, I think it may have something to do with you.
Everything has to do with Sora.
Your journey is all about helping people. Some that you've never met before,
Most.
and some like Lee that you have. They're all counting on you.
I don't think Sora's ever met Lee.
Easy,
Oh yeah, he has.
but I hope you'll remain the happy and cheerful Sora I know.
Sure.
There's no heart your smile can't reach. What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing. Sorry.
Lee.
What? I am.
This is going to be one of those episodes again, it feels like. Maybe?
Yep.
To Sora?
Technically, yes. But I won't send it. It's more for me.
Ask Merlin. He'll deliver it for you.
Yeah. But it's okay.
He's too busy
I
playing
just
with
like
Disney.
talking to Sora. Even if it's on paper.
Oh, okay. Oh. Here.
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah, I asked Merlin to pick these up. You know, we did both summon Keyblades. Gotta celebrate.
You're sweet, Lee.
Nah.
It's a sea salt ice cream that's Jong in his memory of all things.
Nothing.
And I kind of love that.
You're trying to remember what you forgot?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So tomorrow, you and me in the ring. You ready?
Wouldn't that be amazing to play?
Don't hold back, Lee. Promise?
We never even see it. See? And maybe there's just something in this ice cream that's making him trip balls.
Huh? Are you okay? Lee!
Yeah. Sorry.
You're crying. What's wrong?
You don't know who he's gonna have ice cream with.
Something in my eyes.
Lee.
I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Okay, but stop apologizing.
Fine. On one condition.
What?
Call me Axel from now on. Got it? Memorized?
Yeah. Okay, Axel.
I kind of like the idea of him keeping his organization name. One, I understand that it is because of marketability. They don't want to like reintroduce this character with a different name because it's going to be very confusing, even though they do that all the time. But at least they have different purposes, different characterizations, and different designs, most importantly. Lee and Axel are too similar. But also because he accepts, yeah, that was me. That dude doing that bad stuff was me. I am Axel. I can't just say that was Lee, I am Lee, and that's the same, that was me. I kind of like that about him saying, it's also
This is the place.
to do with the fact that
Aqua fell into the
he's
realm of
seeing
darkness
Shion and
after she dove in to save Terra.
Yeah. She said he was acting strange.
Strange how exactly?
She sensed darkness in him. And they ended up getting into a big fight.
also he had Master Xehanort's Keyblade.
And in the aftermath, the two of them disappeared.
No, only one
Around
did.
the same time, the guards found a stranger with white hair lying unconscious here in the square. A man calling himself Xehanort.
Ansem the Wise took the stranger in, but that was a mistake. Xehanort betrayed his master, stole his research, and along with his fellow apprentices, separated his heart from his body.
I told you this was going to be this kind of
Master's name, Ansem,
a...
and traveled to the past to give his younger self instructions. He even briefly had control of you. His empty body stayed in the present, took the name Xemnas, and founded Organization 13. Their goal was to prepare 13 vessels for Xehanort's heart.
Until we put an end to the organization.
and Ansem.
But all the while, young Xehanort had been visiting the future to choose 13 vessels of his own. Hearts with strong enough ties to him to begin a new organization. The real Organization 13. And now they're looking for a fight with us. But what happened to Terra? I thought you said that Aqua saved him.
He never said that.
Yep, she did. The problem is we didn't notice. You remember the end of the Mark of Mastery exam? When Master Xehanort made his grand return?
Do I?
For Xehanort, I remember. He was already a pretty old man then. But how do you explain Ansem and Xemnas, his Heartless, and his Nobody? Isn't it strange how young they look? Why aren't they old men? It's because Xehanort was using a different body when the split happened.
Okay.
Face from the portrait I mentioned? It wasn't just some stranger that Ansem the Wise took under his wing.
But why does old Xehanort come back?
His body Master Xehanort possessed.
They even mention it. That doesn't make sense.
No way. That was Terra? Master Xehanort was using Terra?
So why didn't he come back as
Master Xehanort told us another on our list belonged to him. He was talking about Terra. Turns out, Aqua saved more than just her friend that day.
Might I add?
Okay. But Master Xehanort is an old man.
Okay,
then.
there we go. Now, okay, let's listen.
Where did Terra's body go?
Good question.
It's because Master Xehanort's collecting vessels. He claimed to have 2 of our 7 lights. We got Sora back, but Terra must still be on Xehanort's side.
So they both came back.
He's with Organization 13? We should warn Sora.
Yep.
Is
and
okay.
Dylan too.
In that case, I'll line in my script for Organization 13, my countdown video that's going up this Sunday. Isn't quite correct. This cutscene implies they both... Shut up. I said shut up. I said shut the fuck up. This cutscene implies they both separately came back as Xehanorts. So Terranauts and Xehanorts, Master Xehanorts, both came back. Terranauts is not a time-traveling Terranauts. But then still... Where did Master Xehanort come from? All of a sudden, it still doesn't make sense. I fucking hate this franchise, and I also love it. It's kind of the worst. Let's see, battle level 12, I think Corona is definitely going to stay at least 6 feet away from that world. And let's unlock from Twilight Town towards the toy box. And just use this gummy ship. I was going to talk about another thing. And now that we're still having exposition dumps of 10 minutes at a time. This is episode 8 of a series that's half an hour long per episode at least, right? So that means that we're 4 hours into the game and we're still recapping what happened in the last couple of games. It's kind of ridiculous. How do I... Okay, that's apparently how you start moving. I don't remember that much about the gummy ships in this game. I like them. I don't know if I like them as much as Kingdom Hearts 2 necessarily. Can we... I've never really done this before, actually. So, I'm assuming... Does that count? It didn't really do anything special, so maybe it didn't count. I don't know. I never really did the constellation things in 3, but I don't know if I like this more than the Kingdom Hearts 2 gummy ships. I think I do. They're mostly just very, very different from each other. This is a kind of open world exploration space adventure, which is awesome. No Man's Sky. But like significantly less ambitious and as a result actually works. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is more like Kingdom Hearts 1 on steroids for the gummy ship missions, and that just means that you get on-rail segments, which is also fun, but I don't think it's really easy to compare the two of them, because the only thing that's on rails here is these boost wormhole things, and the actual fights you do, which includes the boss fights, which is the first boss fight we're getting in the gummy ship, and that is going to be an interesting thing, because I've never really done that in critical mode before. Well, I have, because I've gotten this far in critical mode at least, so I've done that in critical mode before, I just don't remember anything about it. Also, the gummy ship music in this game, fantastic. Especially the secret this part. Love it. Especially the secret boss music as well. It's got a slightly different version of this song, and it's got some hype energy, I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really fucking good. I love it. I even use it as the outro, the end screen, to these Let's Play parts. It's the secret boss version of this song. And I fucking love it. It might be legitimately my favorite song of Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not my favorite Kingdom Hearts song, but it's maybe my favorite Kingdom Hearts 3 song. Because as much as Kingdom Hearts 3 has fantastic music, it mostly has fantastic music in the Disney worlds. Which isn't to say that the Disney world music isn't important. It is very important. But since it's not a lot of new characters necessarily or new scenes, we don't get something like a Roxas theme, right? Or Shion's theme, or something like that, or a newer Sora. I don't even think Sora gets a new theme. Or we get new renditions of them. But the songs themselves, we've already had for a while. And we don't really necessarily get a lot of new characters which have that kind of theme going for them. So, new music, I like to separate into Kingdom Hearts music and Disney music that happens to play in the Kingdom Hearts game, even though it might not be present in the original world at all. We got a lot of new Disney world music. We didn't get a lot of new Kingdom Hearts music. And the gummy ship music definitely is Kingdom Hearts music, but it has a hint of Final Fantasy in there, more so than usual Kingdom Hearts music, and I kind of like that. Anyway, let's go to the toy box, which is actually going to have some remixed versions and reimagined versions of the original soundtrack of this movie, which, I'm going to be real with you, it's a very impressive movie. It's the first CG animated movie, feature-length animated CG movie of all time. it is pretty old at this point, and it's honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look great either. I look back at it, 2021. But going into this world, we are at this point, it's taken like 20 years, but we're on par to the point where, okay, this is pre-rendered. And this is not Toy Box. This is theory for this. What this is, after playing Melody of Memory, this scene hits slightly differently. But we're finally, after about 20 years, to the point where the quality we can get in like real-time rendering in a PlayStation, in a game, is pretty much on par with what Toy Story looked like to begin with. Which is insane. I'd argue this game, like the models, even the lighting to a certain extent, in this game looks better than it did in the original Toy Story game. And if you have any idea as to like the difference between pre-rendered, so movie stuff, and this is not an ad, by the way, this is part of the game, which is very stupid. And live action rendering, how big that difference can and will be, it's insane to imagine that kind of like difference just over time.
Watching that. Sorry.
Just look how good this looks.
No time for television, Rex.
Gotta say, that Giga's pretty impressive.
Really? I like his aura most.
And also the animation quality itself, it's very smooth.
Are they back?
It's one of the first things we've seen in the trailers, and I was so impressed looking
All right, guys. Today we
looking
take
at
those
this.
masked intruders. Who's boss? Is everybody in position? Wait, hold on. I don't think I'm emotionally prepared.
Would you calm down? Don't worry, I got you covered.
Also, the voices aren't bad. I don't know how many original voice actors like reprised our roles,
It's go time.
but it's not bad. Like, I also say that about Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know those movies as well. Obviously, everybody to some extent knows Johnny Depp, and you can tell, but it's not that bad,
What in the world?
in my opinion, anyway. And oh man, fucking love this shot. It looks so fantastic. I'm just going to be absolutely eye-gasming all over this world because, and the next one.
Look at us. You know what the magic is for. We have to protect the world order.
Border?
I said order.
Gorge! Who's gonna protect the order from them?
Heartless.
Especially this world.
Okay, we go on 3. 1.
The Kingdom of Corona, which is the next world. San Francisco,
What are you
the Caribbean.
Who are those?
Those look very, very good. I don't think Arendelle... I know I shit a lot on Arendelle. I'll admit that. I shit a lot on Arendelle because it sucks. It's a horrible world. It's definitely the worst world in this game and might just be the worst. Oh no, that goes to Tarzan. I don't know. Arendelle might be on par with Tarzan as far as it just being real bad. Because it's real bad. Let's Meow Meow Balloon just to heal up. Wait, summoning doesn't fully heal you, or did I just get damage after using the summon? I do not know. I do think that you get Wreck-It Ralph sometime throughout this world, don't you? Supposedly, Simba is one of the most powerful summons, by the way. And Ariel also supposed to be a pretty powerful summon. So that's something that we got to keep in mind. And the cake, or the whatever it was called we got last episode, one of the best items in the game. It's consumable though, so we probably want to save that for something we really can't do with.
familiar. I know this.
What?
You're
Zora!
Huh?
He might be.
It's Sora. Oh,
Stay back. For all we know, the intruder sent them.
Zora!
Maybe. Maybe he's Zora.
Slow down there,
We'll
Red.
find out.
We don't know them. But we can trust them. They're the #1 selling heroes in the country.
Yeah, and his mom must have bought him for him.
Ham's right. Did you see how easily they took care of the intruders? I bet they're here to figure out why all our friends have gone missing, and why Buzz's laser started actually lasering, and all the weird stuff that's been going on. I mean, that's what heroes do, right?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Gotta be smart, Woody.
So you're Andy's new toys?
toys?
You sure did a number on those intruders.
Those are the Heartless.
The bad guys.
We've been fighting against those intruders for a while.
I knew it! Okay.
Huh?
In that case, you're all right by me. My name's Woody. Put her there.
Hey,
Now, hold on.
I'm Sora.
Zora!
They're really rubbing it in.
Sora?
And I'm Donald.
Well, I'm Goofy. And I'm Buzz Lightyear.
Call me him. It's a real honor.
And I'm Rex. I'm your biggest fan. In fact, I've been playing your game for months now, and I've already gotten you all the way up to level 47. But that Bahamut boss is really tough. Slinky and I can't figure out how to beat him. Oh, I wish Slinky and the others were here. They'd be so happy to meet you.
All troops at attention, sir!
Anyway, Sora is Zora after Melody Memory. And of course, Remind.
From the outside.
Seems like there's more of a connection there, but
Welcome.
they don't even look alike.
They're all toys? So that's why we look the way we do. Huh?
Excuse me. You said that you've battled those intruders before. Tell us where and why.
Oh, well, we are...
No. Well, you must have come from somewhere.
Take it easy, Buzz. What matters is that they got those intruders out of our way for at least a little while. No need to interrogate them. Yeah, Buzz.
Woody's right.
Noted. But still.
Hey, have those intruders, the Heartless, been a problem around here?
No, they just showed up a little while ago.
In fact, those Heartless materialized right after all of our friends up and vanished.
You only now notice?
Well, gee, it can't just be a coincidence.
No shit!
It wasn't always this lonely. One day we woke up and we were the only toys left here. Nobody's heard from Mom, Molly, or Andy.
Wait, where in the Toy Story timeline does this take place?
We keep waiting for Andy to come home.
You really care about him.
This has to be after Toy Story 1 before Toy Story 2?
Yeah. He's the best friend that toys like us could ever hope to have.
All right, we better start looking.
Huh?
But then
Have you
again,
got any clues?
might not be.
Any other strange things that happened?
I don't think they ever mentioned Jesse. It probably is.
One big thing.
Huge, sir. What thing?
After everyone went MIA, the intruders didn't come alone. They arrived with a guy wearing a hood dressed in black just like you. As a matter of fact, he's the only other toy we've seen outside of you three.
He's not a toy.
Hood?
Also, he doesn't look like Sora.
Mean?
The organization!
You know who it is?
Yeah, they're bad news.
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
We may have a hunch what's causing all the weirdness. Would you mind if we handle this?
I'm sorry,
But we're not gonna leave this to you.
Huh?
If that guy had something to do with our friends vanishing, then he's our problem too. We've got to work together.
Right. So then, where can we find that guy?
Sarge, any word from the recon team?
The latest reports place him in town, sir, at Galaxy Toys.
Then Galaxy Toys is where we're going.
It is a really nice place.
Follow me. It's out the window and down the roof.
This is where we get in.
Cowboy.
Okay.
You seem pretty gung-ho about going. But shouldn't we stay here and wait for Andy?
You can do that.
You've got a point, but we've tried waiting. Look, if we go with Sora, we might find a clue. Are you with me, Buzz?
Of course. Okay, let's move out. Come on, let's head over.
Let's just appreciate this area a little bit, because hello fluoride. That's actually going to be very useful, because Shooting Star isn't that powerful yet, I don't think. So being able to upgrade it right away when getting to this world is going to be a huge help. But other than that, there's going to be another couple of chests around here, and just the attention to detail. I'm going to just be nerding over this entire world, because I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the opposite when we get to Arenal. I'm going to complain a lot. These blocks actually move. Like, I know that's probably like very... In Kingdom Hearts 2, they probably wouldn't have. That's all I'm saying. And, I mean, the boxes don't move. So it's not like everything is fully interactable. But just the upgrade from Kingdom Hearts 2 to Kingdom Hearts 3 and how much more polished everything is. Because as much as a lot... He's just put a sweater under his fucking desk. They didn't have to do that. But makes it feel more... I love this. The tennis ball is interactable, goddammit. Let's go upgrade our Keyblade. I love this world. I love this game, but I love this world specifically. You can really feel that this world specifically had a lot of love put into it. Because likely a lot of the people working on this game grew up with Toy Story as a very big part of their childhood. So it makes sense that they would put a lot of love into specifically. I didn't upgrade the Kingdom Key at all. Probably should have. Well, too late for that now. Makes sense, right? That they would put extra love into something that they care for. That being Toy Story. But I am so goddamn happy that they did, because... Do I use fire on you? Water? Neither? Okay, sure. Where do we go next? Back up, apparently. Okay, camera's a little fucky, not gonna lie. Going back. Sora Yozora. My current theory on the matter is that for every character in the quote-unquote real world, I'm going to need to heal. For every character in the quote-unquote real world, you have a fictional counterpart. Yozora is Sora's fictional counterpart. That is how they're related, because they are obviously somehow, to some extent, linked. But since one of them is in a fictional world and the other is in a real world, I can't really see how they would be linked, because they've never even been in each other's realm of existence before. So surely it's gotta be something like he is Sora's fictional counterpart, which then would also make sense because
First thing we've got to do is head down the street.
sure, Woody. Which then would make sense because the trailer we just saw shows a lot of characters which you can pretty one-to-one apply to the Kingdom Hearts characters. Like, there is definitely a Riku-looking motherfucker too. Like, the dude with red hair, he might not look like Riku necessarily. He might look more like Axel, as a matter of fact. But he definitely looks like he's the anti-hero turned straight up good guy after a character arc. That is what he is. And you have the female character, which obviously Kairi. Though that being said, at least within the Kingdom Hearts series so far, this female character is more useful than Kairi because she's actually given us some useful information, which is again more useful than Kairi has ever been in her life. So that is my theory. Anyway, let me know what you think about. I guess that includes Melody of Memory spoilers a bit. Now that I'm talking about it, too late for that. Warning. Okay. It technically wasn't a one shot because I got hit twice because there were two very quick fireballs. I feel like if you are just an idea, but I feel like if you're firing two rapid attacks, they should do about half damage compared to a normal attack. Just putting it out there. Anyway, do let me know what you think about the connection between Sora and Yozora and how they are connected in the comments down below, because I'm very curious to read your theories, because that's all we can do at this point is theorize, theorize, and theorize until we get more Kingdom Hearts content, which at some point surely we will. Let's ignore all of those enemies and just go to Galaxy Toys, shall we? You know what? Getting one-shot by these large bodies after collecting all of these chests and then upgrading my Keyblade only to be reset to the point where I have to redo all of that again before I can move on to Galaxy Toys, because I did want to fight them a bit. I didn't want to like grind every single Heartless in the area, but if I spawn a Heartless I might as well kill it. Because otherwise I'm going to be under-leveled. Maybe I need to do some more grinding. Yeah, so summons don't actually fully heal you is the thing. I paid attention this time, and that means Cure actually does still have... It might be a critical mode thing. Cure still has a good use because it heals more than summons do, presumably. But summons deal a fuck of a ton of damage against everything around you, and pretty much make you invincible. So I'm still going to lean more towards summoning for heals than anything else.